Hi, Genki Call here. We are in Leonis Empire this week, the week of July 10th, 2023. We have a lot to go over, and I'm going to go over all of the things except for the Soul Forge. But one thing I do want to mention about the Soul Forge is that there is a new, there's a new Doom in here. Don't craft this if you're going to do the Tower of Doom event. If you're spending gems in the Tower of Doom, you're going to get this for free, so don't waste your diamonds. Wanted to point that out very quickly so that you don't miss that. We are on campaign cooldown. That means there are no heroic gems this week. No random heroic gems. The random deathmark gems are gone. Unless you have a troop that creates them, you won't see them. Let's see what else. We're in Leonis Empire, and shall we go over that first? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that first. Let's head into the shop, resources, grab your spoils of war. You're going to want your event keys, especially this week, because there's a new legendary. And the only way to get the new legendary is to get it with event keys. Otherwise, you won't see it for like 3 weeks in the drop table. Then head over to the weekly event, grab your Sandcat, get this up to mythic level if you can, because that is one more level 20 troop that you will have when you need it for your power level. I need all the things, so, and I've got the glory to spend, so yeah, this is the privilege of being a gems player for over 3 years. Alright, we've got that taken care of, so let's go over the troops that you can get with your... Oh, I made a mistake. I should have used my event keys first and then bought the troop. I just wasted a bunch of glory, but that's alright. We're going to go in here. We're going to try to get the new legendary. I'm very hopeful that we'll be able to get it with these keys. I don't need any of the mythics, but I will go over what we can get. Come on, give me the new. Give me the shiny new. I need it. I need it. I need the shiny new in my life. I mean, seriously, I really, really want it. I want the new troop. Please let me have it. Come on. Click. Oh my god. How did I get that many legend? How are there... I'm using the wrong keys! I'm using the wrong keys! What was I thinking? How many of you were shouting at your screen, Genki, you're using the wrong keys! I just got a 4th Morthani's Darkness by accident. I meant to be using these keys. Holy cow. Alright, let's try this again. Oh my gosh, I was like, how are there that many legendaries? There aren't that many legendaries at any kingdom. It's like, oh. Got it. Thank you, sweetheart. Alright, come on, give me. Give it to me. I need it. What? I got 5? I got 5! Holy cow! Sorry about that. I was drinking water. Yeah, so the new troop, we might as well go over him now. I wonder if I should just go ahead and get one more since... Now I've got plenty of Orbs of Ascension. Convert green gems to blue. Purple gems to Doom Skulls. Drain 2 mana from all enemies. Poison and stun a random enemy when matching 4+ gems. Summon a Doomstorm at the start of battle. And he's immune to burning and fairy fire. This thing is better than some of the mythics that we have. So definitely try to get this week, unless you don't like skull spamming. But you will absolutely need it for your power level at some point. So anyway, I got it! Yay! And then accidentally got another Morthani's Darkness. Yay! Oops. Alright, before we go over the troops you can get with your event keys, let's look at the trials. So they updated this. They screwed up just a little bit. This is the new team. I have put the I am going to put Amira up front because she has a chance to dodge skull damage. That's just my thinking. And the Pride Guard does damage to an enemy boost by all ally armor. I don't know if that's going to be good. I think maybe just leaving the Pride Guard at the front and using him and never casting him, because these two do true damage. So we'll see. I'm not tried it yet, but the reason I said that they screwed up is because minus green, when 2 troops use green, I mean, They could have picked either blue or brown. That would have made a lot more sense than minusing 2. Meh. That's alright. Anyway, let's go over the troops you can get with your event keys this week. Sort by base rarity. Alright. So, you can get the Flame of Anu, Voice of Orpheus. Oh, wait. Am I missing? Wait. Show all. Oh, I don't have Tao yet. Oh. Alright, so I am missing one of them. Tao eliminates 18 from a random... Well, sorry. He eliminates some points from a random skill on an enemy, destroys 8 gems of one of their mana colors. That's taking them as if they were matched. Then repeat 2 more times for random enemies. It wants to be Shabanu Vespera, but it has no... Well, it has very small possibility of looping, unless you happen to get a Cascade match 4 from what you're destroying. Also, 30% chance to summon a Servant of Tao when matching 4+ gems. Then we have the Flame of Anu. Flame of Anu does damage to the first 2 enemies, boosted by burning and fairy fired enemies, with a ×5 boost ratio. An extra 5 points for everything that's burning, another 5 points for everything that's fairy fired, and he burns and fairy fires a random enemy when matching 4+ gems, and is immune to that himself. So, you know, he's useful mostly for this 3rd trait, because when you start killing off the enemies, you're going to have less burning and fairy fire, so this boost that you're getting completely goes away. That's unfortunate, but this is very useful, so the burn and fairy fire can be very helpful. Leonis Tower you will not be able to get, because Leonis Tower is a craftable only, and you can get it in the Soul Forge. We're going to go ahead and go over Voice of Orpheus, then I'm going to try to get Tao, because it'll be fun. Voice of Orpheus deals damage to an enemy boosted by all ally mana. You take any mana that your team has got it, add it together, and add it onto this number to see how much he'll do damage. He cleanses all allies and gives all other allies 5 mana. Most importantly, this guy is used for Guild Wars, because as long as he's not stunned, all you have to do is match a single yellow gem and you cleanse your entire team. So that's always nice. Also, very, very good for the dungeon. Chris Purpose created a team for that reason. It's a very good team, and I will try to remember to put that in the description, because it works very well. Let's back out of here for just a second. Let me see if I can get Tao. That would be cool. I don't need all those event keys anyway, and I would like... Okay, I got the other carry-on. I got 2 more. Nice, but I really would like to get a Mythic. Preferably the one I don't have. Am I going to burn through all of these? Yes, because there are only 2 more Mythics that I need that have a kingdom, and one of them is Tao. So, got Voice of Orpheus! Yay! That's fantastic! I got another Voice of Orpheus. I didn't need him, but I pulled a Mythic, so that's cool. I can't believe it. Is he in the drop table? Of course he is. Of course Tao is in the drop table. I can't believe I just got 2 Voice of Orpheus. That's amazing. I don't need him, but, you know, it's a mythic. I can't complain. Alright, let's go back in here. Here we go. Base rarity. Let's get back to it. So, Divine Ishbaala is the first of the Legendaries. Hello. She transforms red gems to skulls, green gems to yellow, and enchants 2 random allies. If you've ever fought her in Guild Wars, you know how powerful she can be. But more importantly, she gives all divine allies a 40% start. Originally it was 50, but it was too powerful, so they nerfed it and never put it back. Next is Emperor Corvash. He does true damage to the first 2 enemies, stuns them, and drains their mana. If you are limited to things and don't have access to certain troops, this can be very useful. You stun a random enemy on 4+ gem matches. That is definitely useful. And, you know, a little skull damage reduction. Garyon, I already went over, I believe. Now, while this is upgrading, I will point out they did make a mistake with this. I mean, look at him. Look at him. In what way is this a merfolk? He's not a merfolk. How could he possibly be a merfolk? And look, he has fire. Fire underwater does not work. Anyway. I love this troop, and I have a bunch of them. I have 13 of them. Wow. All right. You will not be able to get the King of Thieves. He is in the underworld. You can get him from City of Thieves only. Regent Caliph you can get, and he's too, although I say he, but that totally looks like a woman with a fake mustache. But anyway, he is too inconsistent. You know, gain 4 magic and either gain life or deal damage to all enemies or gain 10 more magic. Fantastic. If you keep getting 10 magic every single time you cast, it's totally useless. So I have had very, very bad luck with this troop. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did, but I am just not impressed with this troop at all. If you could choose either or here, like with the new troops, where you can cast this or that would be fine. But as it is, I don't like not knowing what my troop is going to do. Hold on just a second. The Emperor is, of course, fantastic, but you will not be able to... oh no, hold on. I had to cough. You can only get him from the vault. Next up is Amira. You will get her from finishing the storyline here at Leonis Empire. She does true damage to an enemy and steals 2 magic. If the enemy uses blue damage, deal double damage. And you'll be using her in the epic trial. She's stealthy and she has a chance to dodge skull damage and has a mana shield. Next up is Corbin, half-elf. I was playing with this guy yesterday. Let me rephrase. I was using this troop yesterday and trying to see just how much I could explode with him. He doesn't explode much. Even if you have max gold, he's still not going to explode enough. But if he's the only mana gen you have, he will get the job done. Get extra gold when matching 4+ gems, and he's stealthy. Next up is General Suladin. He is our siege breaker with that 3 to 5 times damage versus towers. That includes Leonis Tower. And, right, damage boosted by Leonis Empire allies. So this number, +4 for him, and then +4 for each additional troop from Leonis Empire. Reduce damage from skulls, and that's about it. Next up, we have Khatib Tahir. This guy will give life and 5 attack to an ally. If the ally's human, give double the effect. And he has the lovely water link to get extra blue mana from blue gem matches, and which actually does feed back into himself, which is nice. Manticore Protector does, this is our Godslayer, so what I just said about the towers, this is for any troop that has a red border. Those are the bosses, whether it's a Gem Dragon or Zolgoth himself, anything with a red border, it's going to do that 3 to 5 times damage. Drain 2 mana from all enemies, and reduce damage from skulls by 40%. It's actually very nice. Next up, we have the Monster Muncher. This one does damage to an enemy. If the enemy is a monster, deal double damage, and there's a 50% chance to devour them. The only downside to this is that if you do devour them, you've just done double damage to them, so you're not getting as much from your devour, but you're still devouring them. So either way, he's going to gain 5 life when he casts. He'll summon a Duststorm when the enemy dies, which does feed back into himself, double skull damage versus monsters as well. Next is the Pride Guard, whom is in the Epic Trial. Damage to an enemy boosted by all ally armor, so you add all of the armor for your whole team together and divide by 4 and add it to this number. Skull damage reduction by 25%. Next, cannot get this because she is from the City of Thieves. Wazir. This guy is another Godslayer. We have 2 for this kingdom. Damage to the enemy boosted by my gold with a 3-to-1 ratio, so divide your gold by 3. If they're a boss, deal damage based on my ascensions, bonus, gold on 4+ gem matches. You know, the usual. Can't get Cat Burglar, Desert Mantis. This one creates 8 yellow and 8 blue gems. Bonus yellow mana from yellow gem matches. Falconer is going to Hunter's Mark an enemy, summon a Warhawk, and create 7 red gems. Now, it doesn't feed back into herself, but if you summon, it's going to feed the Warhawk because it takes red mana. And bonus red mana from red gem matches. She's also 50% empowered. Next up is the Manticore. Stun an enemy and drain their mana by 7. Gain some your magic +1. So this +1 is how much attack you'll gain. 50% empowered, impervious, so immune to all of the things except for lethal damage. And yeah, let's see. Orpheus Priestess. This one gives all other allies a quarter of their mana and cleanses them. I mean, the cleanse for the team is very nice. A quarter of their mana, actually, it's not too bad. So let's say this was 10, a quarter of that would be 2.5, so does it round up to 3? We'll just assume it rounds up to 3. So even if she already had 9 mana, it would still fill her up. So it's not that much, but she's immune to silence. That's about all else we've got here. As far as the Sand Cat here, it creates 8 to 12 yellow gems and gives armor to 1 ally. And then has a 20% chance to dodge skull damage, summons a light storm at the start of battle. And next we have the Servant of Tao. Tao, this something summons this. Deal damage to an enemy, gain armor boosted by their attack, take their attack, and divide by 2 and add that on. That's what you'll get. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. Double skull damage versus stunned enemies. The Snake Charmer creates 9 purple gems and summons a Sand Cobra. That's all it does, but it does also get bonus purple mana. Next is the Wandering Monk. Deal damage to an enemy troop, deal double damage if the enemy is stunned, and stun the enemy. Inflict stun when doing skull damage as well, so if you stick her up at the front of the team, you can stun them, but you don't have any skull damage reduction or dodge, so maybe not very safe doing that. Lion Prince destroys a row, taking all those gems as if they were matched. Damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by yellow gems destroyed, so it's a ×2 boost ratio. If you destroy 3 yellow gems, you'll get +6 to this number. It's not a whole lot. Inflict stun when doing skull damage, and this one does have some skull damage reduction. Manticore Cub charms the first enemy and drains their mana by 3. Spell damage reduction by 25%. Moneylender creates 6 red gems boosted by my gold up to a maximum of 14 gems. And he's a merchant, so you get a boost to your cap on their gold. And yeah, that's about it. Next, you will not be able to get the Street Thief. She's from City of Thieves. The Devoted creates 7 gems of a chosen type, cleanse all allies, and give them 36 armor. Sorry, that's my number. Your magic +1 armor. And you get to choose the type that you make. So, and you can even do this with skulls. Originally, you could do it with Doom Skulls, but it was bugged out. Or Uber Doom Skulls, and it was bugged out. I don't know if they ever changed it back. Next is Tagraki Warrior, who is, as you know, fantastic for bounty. True damage to an enemy boosted by their armor, and, you know, he's the go-to. If you don't have Tagraki Warrior, definitely spend some event keys to get him, because he is the #1 troop for bounty. Next, we have the War Elephant. Give life and 2 magic to all allies below me and create 8 skulls. Also can be used in bounty. Kopeshi pulls an enemy to the first position and stuns them. I mean, say you're fighting Zul'Goth and you don't have any way to target him except with skulls. You could pull him to the front of the team this way so that you can hit him with skulls. But besides that, I mean, it's kind of except for the double skull damage versus stunned enemies, he's kind of not very useful. Sand Cobra, this is the snake charmer summons this one. He poisons disease and stuns a random enemy. You do get that bonus brown mana from brown gem matches and have some skull damage. Skull a chance to dodge skull damage, what I'm trying to say. Finally, the Warhawk. This is the summons I was talking about that uses the red mana. Damage to an enemy if they're Hunter's Marked, which that troop does, Hunter's Mark them. Deal 10 more damage and gain an extra turn. Start battles with 75% mana. Double skull damage versus enemies with Hunter's Mark and a 20% chance to dodge skull damage. So, as a summons, especially for that specific troop that also stuns, it's not bad. That's just, no, Hunter's Mark. I meant Hunter's Mark. I said stun, I meant Hunter's Mark. Stop it. Stop it. I did not mean to do that. Yeah. So, I mean, they have wonderful synergy. Anyway, that is it for the troops that you can get with your event keys this week. Next up, let me see. So, we have a lot going on. Let's go ahead and head into events here so I don't forget anything. Yes, we have Tower of Doom. I have teams for you. I am going to put them in this video's description, and then I'll do either a live stream or a separate Tower of Doom video showing the teams. We've got the new legendary troop, the Garyon, which is a female, by the way. It doesn't look like a female, but apparently it is. And then Tower of Doom, Legends Reborn. I forgot about Legends Reborn. Right, and of course Morthani's Darkness is still in the drop table. Summer of Love is finished, but so you can't do any more battles, but I do have one golden bell, the free one, so let's see what we can get in exchange here. So I can get one gem key with this, or I can get 10 extra points from my leftover. I'm going to go for this because I literally can't do anything with 10 of the other things, so got that. Alright, so, I got one extra gem key out of it. So, Summer of Love is finished, but the Legends Reborn event has started. So, unless you have a pet running, you will find Legends Reborn here. Otherwise, just scroll to the right and you'll find it over there. Legends Reborn, you get this free pet that boosts BORK, which, as you probably know, is a fantastic mana generator. BORK, BORK. You get this for free for doing the story. So you have to do the story 5 times. And you can do it from here, or you can go into Leonis Empire and nope, I did not mean Leonis Empire. I meant Adana. Where are you, Adana? See this yellow sun here? You go here, and you click Legends Reborn here, and you can redo the storyline that way. 5 times, and you have to space it. You have to space it. I'm going to show you. So, this unlocks in a couple days. This will unlock, this will unlock, this will unlock. So you can only do this one a day, but this is not all that there is to the Legends Reborn event. That is only part of it. We also have this new currency, and this new currency will get you free things. So you're going to get all of this. You're going to get a level 20 pet for the Clockwork Knight just because you're going to be playing the game. Unless you're not playing the game, you're going to get this for free. And all you have to do is come in here when you've maxed this out and collect everything. So that's very cool. There is also this. Tesla's timer. Oh yes, we're making Tesla even more powerful. You will have to pay gems to get these, 100. This will make it 250, plus 250 is 500, up to 850. You're going to be paying through the nose to get it, but because you have to pay, these don't stack, these stack, these add together, and therefore if you want Tina's toy, now, if you're going to pay for it, you're going to be paying a total of about 80 bucks to get all of the Tina and all of these rewards over here. Not worth it to me, but more power to you if you can afford it. Either way, Tina's Toy will become available, as will all of these, will become available after the Legends Reborn event is finished. All right, so that is it for the Legends Reborn. Let's double check things in here. Yes, and beasts get plus 10% to their skill this week, as do monsters. So beastly monsters get plus 20% to their skills this week. And if you take the kitty into PvP, you'll get a bonus trait stone for each battle. All right, now let's head in here. Tuesday, we have, this will be the City of Thieves Faction Assault. You might not want to level this up and do this Faction Assault. I believe I made a video on it. This is the best place in the underworld to do farming and leave it at level 20. You might want to level this up, you might not, but I think I made a video on it, and I'll add that at the end of this video in a thumbnail towards the end so that you can be informed and make your decision that way. Next up on Wednesday, we have, let's see, what is Wednesdays? All right, Wednesday we have the Manta Cub. Thursday we have the War Priest class trial, which actually isn't too bad. I like the stun that it has. I mean, it's not Elementalist, but it's pretty good. And then this weekend we have the Vault. We have Nomies incoming. Woo! We love the Vault event. Now, I did mention the Tower of Doom and that I was going to go over that information. I have teams for you. As I said, don't buy this weapon, don't craft this weapon when you can get it in the shop. You just have to buy 4 tiers and you'll get it for free. I'm going to be doing that anyway because I need the Forge Scrolls, and so I'm going to be spending a lot of gems this week. Gasp. But I will always buy these up to this level. You get 8 Forge Scrolls for 500 gems, then you only get 3. I mean, you do get 20 Doom Sigils, but once you get past floor 25, you don't get any more Forge Scrolls. So unless you're going for leaderboard, there's no reason to buy past tier 6. Anyway, I told you I was going to give you some teams, and so I'm going to show those to you right now. This will all be in the description. A bunch of teams here with no legendaries, with legendaries, with mythics. These are all teams that I've used before for Tower of Doom. You can use any Guild Wars yellow attack team. I will have some brand new teams that I will be making for you when I am able to, but for now, at least you have some stuff to get you started. Hopefully that is everything and I haven't forgotten anything. If I have forgotten something, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. Tell me what's going on in your mind. Yes, there is one more thing that might be coming up, and that is that version 7.0 might come out this week. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm just a little nervous. And I can't tell you why. Anyway, have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you folks soon.